You know, I think that I failed for not fighting for my marriage. Guess what? I was holding 2 bottles on my hands.
2 bottles of what?
Beer. Empty. I wanted to smash that car. I don't want to lie. I wanted to smash the car. You know why?
Welcome to Young and Married Podcast Conversations with Wendy. We are officially on episode 3. Still, I would like to, extend my thank you to all the people that have subscribed so far and tuned in the past 2 episodes that we've had. Today, I am joined by a very beautiful lady, Sindisiwe Mashiro. Thank you so much for gracing me with your presence. You look beautiful. You really look beautiful.
It's a pleasure, my love. Thank you so much.
Listen, showing the legs and all is happening in summer. You look beautiful, Cindy. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, my darling. It's a pleasure.
So I just want to know more about you, right? Before we get into the in-depth conversation of today.
Okay.
But before we start, what is that song that uplifts you when you're going through the most?
Yeah, ne? That song. Okay, there's this lady called Tasha Combs.
Oh,
yeah,
love her.
Yeah, she, everyone knows her. The song called "Fill Me Up."
Yes,
Fill Me Up. Yes, I love that song. I can't sing, right?
Yes,
but I just love the song. I just go with it.
Jesus.
You see, so sometimes it's just it lifts me up.
Yeah.
It just gave me that spirit, that power, which comes in me. I don't know what it is, but it just comes out.
Sure.
And I'll be like, okay, this song now it's talking to me, because every time I'll be going into some things, let me just put it like that, into some things, plus I went through a lot, so yeah, when I listen to that song I just praise, I cry and stuff, and I'll be all alone, and I don't even want anyone to listen to this, and just me. I'll just put on my earplugs and I'll be like, oh God, now this is me, you, and the song.
Sure. Yeah, no, she is one of the good gospel singers, right?
She is.
And how was your upbringing? Who's Cindy, basically?
Well, Cindy, she's okay. Most people like this name, Tandega.
Oh, Tandega.
Tandega, but it's that's my hometown language.
Okay.
I was born in KZN.
Oh.
Wamashu.
Oh.
Then
yeah.
Then my mom, my dad, they all came up here in Pretoria.
Yeah.
So that's where my growing up happened. I'm a very fun person. I love talking. I'm very bubbly. Most of the time, I don't like fighting.
Sure.
Whenever it comes to a fight, I'll just keep quiet. My mom be like, "Yeah, Tomazan." I'm like,
Boy, kwale boy lazy.
Yes, kakula. Bona bengi kwala. But then again, I was like in Lodium. I went to Lodium.
Lodium. Oh, here.
Yes.
Why am I thinking of Soweto? Yeah.
Lodium is here.
Yeah.
Then right next to Atteridgeville. Lodium. Yeah. Then my high school, it also happened there.
Okay.
And then there was this one time, this young lady, might call her that. Her name was Lerato. She was like, Wena, you see where you are and your parents are very far. Mabopan is very far. So if you cannot stand up for yourself,
hey, girl,
you're gonna suffer, girl. You're gonna suffer. So you better learn how to fight, or else you're gonna be in big trouble. So I was like, okay, I have to learn how to fight. Then one day there was this guy. My first fight, I fought with the guy.
Hi, girl. I'm mega pants.
Really, that was in grade 8. Let me tell you something. I was in grade 8. I fought that guy, and I was tiny. This body, I just gained it now when I had my first child.
Yeah.
So like I was I fought.
Sure.
That is when they started to be afraid of me. You'd be like,
Hey.
you better watch out for that girl.
So Bosuga from Bopani to Lodium
Yes.
every day.
Yes. My
Sure.
father was transporting kids. So
Oh, okay.
I was privileged enough like to have a free transport from my dad.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah, he transport kids. So yeah, that's how me and my siblings,
Mm.
all of us.
And
we
how
went to
many are you
Lodium.
guys?
We 4.
Okay. You are the eldest.
No, I'm the second.
Second.
One. Yes.
Okay.
I'm the
Okay,
second
nice.
one. There's of my sister, me, my brother, then the fourth one.
So you're alone today. I know that you got married 2010.
Yes.
Can you share that journey with us?
Whew. The marriage part or after the marriage?
Listen, from when it began.
Okay. Yeah, this is very interesting. We dated for 20 years.
20 years
20
dating.
Years, yes.
Before getting married in
Before
2010.
getting married.
Ay,
20 years.
bosind.
I'm telling you the honest truth. He knew that I was a virgin and he waited for me.
Oh.
Yeah. He waited for me to reach my 21st. And then after the 21st, then he went for Lobola, obviously.
So you dated when you were, how old were you when you guys started dating?
We were in grade 7. I think we were like 12, 13.
Hi, guys.
Mm.
I seen.
Yes.
Primary.
I mean, like, we started as friends.
Yeah.
Yes. So he had this thing of, I like you. I'm like, we are friends. Come on. I'm like, I'm picking you already. You are mine. I'm like, dude, we're still in school. So no problem. I'll wait for you. He was in athletics. Even me, I was playing netball, volleyball, tennis. So
when you were in grade 7, what grade was he in?
same grade.
Okay, so you were both. I'm assuming you're also the same age, sort of.
Sort of.
Okay.
Sort of. So yeah, that journey just went. And my mom and my dad, they were against the relationship. Like, they were against the relationship. But you know how kids are. Like, we like to force everything. Yeah, we just went with the flow. We grew together. We grew up together. Like, we did a lot of stuff together.
Yeah.
Like, he would, like, steal his father's money just to take me out.
Sure.
We go to having fun and stuff. I remember this one time. We were in, now it's called Gold Rush. Before it was Morula.
Gold Rush. Oh, yeah.
There was this, I don't know, I don't know how I can put it, but True Love magazine was there. Like, these white guys, they came up to me. They were like, hi, how are you? I'm fine. We love your body, your legs, your face. Can you be the face of True Love? And he was like, are you gonna do that? I'm like, yeah.
So when was this now, in grade?
There we were in grade 11.
Grade 11.
11 or 10.
Okay. So from grade 7, which was primary, you guys were basically friends.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you met?
Yes.
Basically from school, primary school.
No, we live, actually, let me just say this. We live in the same street. Same place. Like, his house is literally 2 houses away from mine.
2 houses away
Yes.
from yours.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Went to
One,
the same school?
2. No, he was at the different school. I was also at the different school. Like, he will, from Mabopani to Lodium, just to come to check up on me. I'm like, they were like, when your boyfriend is out there, my boyfriend. Oh yeah, it clicks again. He's outside. When I'll pop up the window, he's standing right there by the gate. I'm like,
so as you were talking, I was thinking that you guys were in the same class, same school.
No.
So how did you guys meet?
I was wearing a swimwear, cleaning outside, like,
We're at home.
mopping the floor outside.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I was home.
Uh-huh.
And he just stood there looking at me, and he was like, "Ay, Lula wena."
Yeah.
We're like, okay. It was coming from a soccer practice.
Yeah.
He was like, "Can I talk to you for a moment?" I was like, I don't want to talk to you. Then I took whatever that I was using outside and I went inside the house. Tomorrow, still same thing. I was playing outside. Then like he deliberately took everything that I was playing with. He was like, "Can I join you?" I'm like, "Yeah." Goes, "Okay, fine. You can join me. It's okay." Then that's how it started.
Sure.
That's how it started. Like in a very weird way. I
Yeah.
must say, in a very
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. You can continue.
up until
Grade 11.
yes,
True Magazine.
yes. Tertiary we went together. He even borrowed his father's car so that we can go in the same college together. He was in Rosebank College. Then he changed everything. Like, Papa, me I wanna go to Tswani South College, Odi College.
Yeah.
His father like,
Is that where you were going?
Yes, that's where I was going. Oh, the second year, there he was. I was like, Lala, I've joined you. Hi.
Oh. And that time you guys were already like dating,
Yes.
madly in love,
Yes,
girlfriend and
madly
boyfriend.
in love, yes, madly.
Hmm.
You know, I can never say anything bad about him because he did everything for me. He was so good to me.
Oh,
He
Cindy.
was.
So you went to tertiary together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then from there, Lobola. From there we had a
When did
Our
he
first
lobola you?
2014.
2014.
No, 2010 we got married. No,
Yeah.
no. Sorry, my mistake. Lobola was 2007. Then we got married 2010, and then we had our firstborn is 29 actually. Yes. Why am I twisting things?
Yeah.
Or is it because I'm thinking about my past?
I don't know.
Whatever. No, the thing is bringing up my past. I'll
Yeah.
just fume right now because
Yeah.
we started in a good way and then
Ish.
it ended in a bad way.
I'm sorry.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So now I'm testing and twisting things. Man, Juguti,
Excuse.
2014, this happened, and then the marriage ended by 2015. So I want to go to me going back from
Yeah.
where I was.
Okay. Let's just refresh quickly.
Mm.
So 2007. So you guys went to tertiary together.
Yes.
Na graduated in
Graduated 2008.
2008.
Mm.
That was a year after Apatale Amalobolo in 2007.
Yes.
Okay. When he lobolad you in 2007, did you guys move in together? Or you were still at home
No, I
living
was
with your
still at
parents?
home. I was still at home.
Okay, you were still with your parents.
Mm.
2008, 2009, you were still with parents.
Yes, I had my firstborn.
With him.
Yes.
Okay. Then 2010, you got married.
Mm-hmm.
And when you agreed to marriage or lobola, like what made you so sure that this person is mine?
The way he was treating me, the way he was caring, loving.
Mm,
You know, like we did everything together.
sure.
That is why I'm saying, why am I twisting things now? I'm twisting years.
Yeah.
You know, thinking of what I went through and what we had.
Yeah.
It's off shoulders. I don't want to lie.
Sure.
Like
Cindy.
it's a burden for me. Like it's heavy.
Hmm.
It is. But anyway, Mom, you have to be strong. You know, move on with life. Maybe someday, some way, you'll be happy again.
True.
But yeah,
2010 got married.
we got married. It was a beautiful day ever. I was like the queen.
Oh my god.
I was so beautiful. The thing is, I don't have pictures.
Yeah.
My Zulu was so beautiful.
Sure.
I was like a princess Sesama Zulu.
Oh.
Yeah, it was so beautiful. Yeah, but after that, few months down the line, I don't know if it was wrong for us to get married, or we should have stayed as a girlfriend or boyfriend. I don't know. Then things started to fall apart. Fights with Umamazala, fight with him. He didn't know who was wrong, who was right, up until Abubamkula intervened in our marriage. And his uncle was like, why don't you go and have your own house? See where the problem is. And
so
that-
in King Alez, you guys were staying at his home.
yes.
Okay.
After the marriage, we stayed
Okay.
like 2 years, 3 years
Oh, okay.
down the line. Then, okay, before that, CSI Polokwane. We stayed in Polokwane
Mm.
for like a year and a half.
Mm.
Then we had to come back.
Mm.
I don't know, whatever circumstances, whatever story he told me, I had to believe. But I was pregnant with my second child.
Mm.
So I had to be closer to home. When I
Okay.
deliver, I have to be closer to my mom, his mom, like the family to help me with the baby.
Yeah.
I came back. Then poof, he was like, no, I'm coming back as well. I left the job. I when I was like, when why? I'll tell you one day. I'm like, okay, fine. That one day, I'm still waiting for it. Even now, we are divorced. I'm still waiting for that one day for him to tell me what happened. Okay, maybe his friends, they do know what happened. I mean, I'm still waiting for that one day, even today.
Mm.
But he hasn't said anything. Anyway, it's fine. Let's just move on from there. We stayed at his house. He got employed again. He was earning big. Then fights started.
Saying earning big because you didn't know.
No,
You're doing this because you didn't know that he was earning big.
I didn't know. Like, then he showed me later onwards, like, this is the salary that I'm getting. I was like, okay, fine. I didn't ask how much you're getting or when's a salary. I don't care. As long as when you can just provide for me and the kids, I'm fine.
Mm.
I don't ask questions about your payslip or anything. You are my husband. You just need to be open to me.
Mm.
Do you understand? Like, when you need to do things with me.
Mm.
Why do you want to do things with other people? I know your mother is your mother, but you have to know that once you get married, obviously, practically your wife,
Mm.
she's your spouse.
Mm.
She's your one.
Mm.
You don't need to take somebody else, like a third party, into your marriage or relationship, whatever.
Mm.
Because the third party, they always break your home.
Mm.
Always. I've seen that. I know that. I can never say a third party fixes your marriage, fixes your relationship. That's a big lie. It's about it's a big no-no.
Hmm.
But anyway, his uncle came and then he was like, when I get your own house. He got his own house. Let me say, angrily, he got his own house.
Mm.
He wasn't happy at all. Fine. We moved to wherever place. Chantel. We stayed there. Fights still followed us. We fought each and every day. Asking myself, God, we never fought like this when we were in a relationship. Now we are married, we are fighting. Why? There was this one time I said something to him. He was sitting on the couch. The mother was sitting on the other side and the father. And I'll talk, obviously. He said something to me and and I answered him back. That is when, and I was holding my second born.
Mm.
That is when he slapped me.
What did you say?
I asked, I don't know. I asked him something silly, like we were watching a television. Oh, he was on his phone. I'm like, every time you are busy texting, and whenever I'll be talking to you, you be giving me this look or you answer me in a certain way. It's like, yeah, what do you want from me? I'm not talking to you, Mos. You can see that I'm not even bothered. Why are you bothering me? I'm like, oh, and your brother was.
Mm.
Even though I'm talking to you nicely, how can you talk to me in front of your parents like that?
Mm. So he slapped you in front of his parents.
Yes. and in front of my kids. I was sitting in the wrong way. Like, I twisted my left arm. Same time,
The one that's broken now.
yeah, the same hand. Same time, they called my parents because they are not far away from his house. Then my parents came, and I didn't say anything. All I wanted to do was to fight him, but I held back. And I was like, you know what? I love this man. I don't want to hurt him, but he's hurting me. Why? More especially in front of my kids. Do your kids need to see mom and dad fighting, like quarreling all the time? No, they don't. And they're still young. Okay, fine. He took me to the doctor. But when they just said, I just twisted my arm. Then they gave me this arm holder. Okay, I went through that for just 3 weeks. Then the other day, when I was sitting, he came inside the house laughing. And I just looked at him. Why are you laughing? He's like, it's like, you are stupid, ne? I'm stupid. I'm stupid. He said, yeah, you are stupid. Me? Yeah, you are very stupid. Ow. Why? You are sitting here. Well, all the girls are going out, going clubbing, they're going doing. I'm like, how can I club? Or how can I go clubbing when I know I'm a mother of 2 kids and I'm a wife? When I need to go out, it's only going to be in your permission. Or the 2 of us going out. That's how we going clubbing. Okay, fine. Masiyekele. Then the fight, it continued up until.
So what type of fights were you guys fighting about finances?
No. Hey, he started cheating. Then he twisted everything and said to me I was cheating. I asked him simple question. Have you found me with someone? Or have you taken my phone? Open my phone. Check my messages or WhatsApp. Have you seen anything inside my phone? I was like, it means when you are hiding things from me. Like what? 24/7. I'm inside the house. I'm cooking for you. I'm cleaning for you. Do you understand? And you told me that I mustn't go outside to look for a job. You're going to do everything for me. Yes, I appreciate that.
So you were a
what
housewife.
has changed? I was a housewife. Jay, if I may say that, I was a housewife. I wanted to go out and work, but it was like, when I'm learning this thing from parents. Your mom, she's a housewife. Your father is providing for the family. Yes, my father was doing that. My father was doing that. Then he loved that. My father was his role model. But then, everything turned into black, or into dust, or into whatever. It turned in a blink of an eye. That happiness, it went away.
So during your marriage period, you got married 2010, and after getting married, basically, was there any point of the marriage that you guys were at your happiest? Because you're saying that you started having problems literally after getting married.
Like you go out, go drink, come back, go out with friends. He'd be posting him with girls and his friends. I wouldn't have a problem with that because I know a male can be friends with female. Under circumstances, I know that they can become even more than that. But I didn't care because I trusted him. But,
so you mentioned that he cheated. How
Sure.
many times did he cheat, and how did you find out about the cheating?
hey, this one you're gonna laugh. This is what happened. Nah. Guys, I wasn't feeling well that day.
Uh-huh.
Like, I wanted some pills. So usually he would leave money for me. And that day he was like, I'm going out with some friends. I was like, okay, it's fine. That day I needed some money to go buy medication.
Yeah.
It was late, obviously.
Uh-huh.
But I wanted to do that in the morning after he has told me where he kept his money. I took my phone. Hello. Huh? Can I have the owner of the phone, please?
Oh, you're calling your husband?
Yes. Can I have the owner of the phone, please? Who are you? What's when ubani wena for the owner of phone? Hey. And he was like, hi, man. This is my wife you're talking to. The girl was like, ah. I hanged up nicely. I didn't call again. Put my phone on the side. I looked at the time. It was 12 a.m.
Midnight.
Mm-hmm. And I waited for brothers to come back home. 3:30. Beep, beep, beep. Me, not Slim, a big fool. I have to go and open up a gate for him. That was my everyday job. I'm telling you. He would wake up. When he wakes up, he wants me to wake up. Prepare a lunchbox for him. Iron for him. Do you understand?
I guess you had to do those things.
I didn't even have a problem with that.
A housewife, yeah.
Yes, I didn't have a problem with that. Reverse a car for him every day. Yes, while he was busy bathing, preparing himself,
Look
putting
at your
on
face.
some.
Got your face.
Girl, other men, some men. Hey, I just pain. Yo, Jesus. I just pain.
So you woke up 3:30?
Yes, prepare. Oh, I
And you went to
didn't wake
open-
up. No, I didn't wake up. Like, I sat there, you know. I just sat. I was like, I won't sleep. I'll wait for him to come back. And that day, he had the guts. Like, he opened the gate for himself. I was like, wash. And I stood up. I opened the door. And he was like, I went out. Guess what? I was holding 2 bottles on my hands.
2 bottles of what?
Beer. Empty. I wanted to smash that car. I don't want to lie. I wanted to smash the car. You know why? For him letting that girl to disrespect me. Do you understand? You can never, ever, your side thing, whatever, boyfriend, makwapin, and your husband calls, and you'd let him to pick up your phone, to answer your phone. What else could my love? Would you do that? Would you do that? You wouldn't. I wanted to smash the car. Like, damn, I wanted to smash the car. And I even wanted to smash him as well. Do you understand? I wanted to crush his big head. But anyway,
Sure.
he was like, what are you going to do with those bottles? I'm like, guess. Cindy, what are you going to do? I said, like, guess. What am I going to do with those bottles? Bana, if you smash this car, I'm going to go and call the popos. Biatch, go and call them. Said, I'm here. Go. Like, what happened? Why am I standing here? Why am I holding 2 bottles? Why do I want to smash your car? You know the reason for that. How can I be a fool for 20 years plus 5 years? Be this big fool? Like, where we stay, they know us, how we grew up. We grew up together in front of everyone. Like, they'll tell you with your lava, you're like this best couple ever. Then what happened? Third party intervened. Third party. Yo, the third party. But anyway, may God bless the third party. It's fine.
Third party is now the Makwapeni.
The Makwape.
Okay. So that night, he opened the gate for himself. He walked out with 2 bottles, wanted to smash his big head on the
And the
car.
car. Yo.
And the cheating continued.
It did. It never stopped. Guess what? I called the mother. I'm like, yo, hey, your son, Batung, I can't. I'll talk to him. Why do you have to say I'll talk to him? Why don't you say, come with your husbands? Let me sit you people down. Let me find out what is happening. She has never done that. She'll be like, I'll talk to him. But when I do things, when I'm angry, yo, Batung, they'll call the whole family for me. The entire family, Umalume. What I want, like, they'll call the entire family for me. Be like, can you see Cindy now? She's starting to be disrespectful, blah, blah, blah. But they forgot. So he's the one who started this whole thing. Do you understand? I'm not a person who's always angry. No, I'm not.
Sure. Was he violent at any point? Besides the first time that he slapped you in front of his parents?
He tried to, but he knows me. He tried, but he knows me. Hey, I have to be like strong. I have to go to the gym like 20 times for her. I don't like fighting, because if I grab you, so I rather once. I don't want to cause anything, because looking at my kids, when I start fighting, I know it's either I'm gonna end up in jail, or it's either I'm gonna die. One of the two, because when I fight, my fight, it doesn't end well. So I rather hold myself.
Sure, that's tough, Cindy. Okay, so it continued, the cheating continued, the fighting continued.
Yes.
Up until when did you decide to pack your bags and leave?
Let me tell you something. My wake up call was my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law. They asked me this question: what would you say if you found out that your husband has a child outside? No, we're asking, what would you say if you found out that your husband has a child outside? I'm like, I wouldn't say anything, because I know he doesn't have any kids. The only kids that he has, it's with me. You know what she did? She just laughed at me. She looked at me and laughed. And my brother-in-law also laughed at me. And he stood up and walked out. And I was like, okay. Washa. It means what I was going around snooping, it's true. He is cheating. Then boom, one day we were sleeping. Then he woke up and he was sweating and everything. I'm like, Baba, let's talk. Your mom said this to me. What's going on? I was like, no, nothing is going on. I was like, we are grown-ups. Ne? Talk to me. What is wrong? Because obviously at the end of the day, I'm going to find out. And it's not going to end well. He knows it's not going to end well.
Sure.
Then he was like, yeah, Cindy, I impregnated someone. I just lost it. I just took my bag, my shoes, I walked home. Can you believe? Because we moved out from Chantel to the S. Yes, I'm S. Yes.
Okay.
No, Mabupan.
Okay.
Yeah. We moved my S. I walked from Ep3 to MIS, crying, angry. Yonke lento, everything was here. Like my chest was about to burst, but yo, Sam, I didn't even know what to say or what to do. I was helpless. I can't go to my mom. I can't go to my dad. I can't go to my sister. Because my sister and I were not in good terms. I cannot go to her. Obviously, she'll be mocking me. Do you understand?
Sure.
If I go to my mom, she'll start crying or saying this or cursing him, whatever. My dad obviously will want to fight him. Do you understand? So I just kept everything to myself.
So where did you go?
Home, where we were staying, where we were renting, MIS. Walked from there to MIS. Crying in the Layong. Can you imagine? Asking myself, what have I done? Where did I go wrong? Huh? Is there anything that I don't have that she has? Or haven't I been doing the right things? I don't know. Do you understand? It started hitting so deep. That big hole. Erasmus. You know, if you have never been in pain, you never know. You never know. If you have never been cheated to in a way that makes you to break down or to go into depression, you'll never know, my darling. Never. Up until you meet the same person who went through the same thing you went through. I walked home. Then he decided to sleep at his mother's house with the kids. The following day, then he came. He was at Let's Talk. I was like, okay, let's talk. She's pregnant. There's nothing that I can do. He was like, I wanted a second wife, but when you wouldn't agree. I'm like, you.
He wanted a second wife.
Yes. So you wanted a second wife, so oh Jehovah. That's why I'm saying, you know, my journey. Yeah, I will go hectic. My journey. It needs to be cleaned up. It needs check, domestos, everything. In the end, yeah, everything. Kona labo namaponya mafuna uzibulala.
Sure.
Do you understand?
So during that time, did you go into severe depression before the divorce?
Yes, after we broke up, like.
Or after? Okay.
I told Jail. A few months down the line, he was like, sending me and baby mama.
Which baby mama now? The side chick?
Yeah, the side chick. We decided that we're going to get married.
Huh?
Whether you accept it or not, but we're going to get married. I'm like, okay.
Whoa. Is this now? When is this?
Still together, still living in the same house.
Unamang.
Then he gave me a deadline. It was like, I'm gonna leave you in this house. So if you continue wanna stay here paying rent, that is up to you. I'm like, okay. 1, I'm not working. 2, you know you've been supporting me and my kids. 3, now you're gonna come with all this shit. 4, you're gonna pour everything down on me now. Okay, fine. No problem. He wrote a letter. He was with his mother when they wrote that letter. Somebody told me that him and his mother, they were sitting down writing that letter. You know what the letter said? Sham, I'm gonna say it in Sizulu, yes, which is Wakali.
Yeah.
Siyabonga ngengane yenu. Yena is writing it in Tswana. In bed, his bed. Siyabonga ngengane yenu. Besihlokomela so siyibuyisela kini sesenjalo ingamoshekanga. Ngoba akafunanga uagree ukuthi umntwana wethu ashade umfazi wesi-2. So simbuyisele ekhaya siyabo.
Cindy,
Ah!
where is this letter going to? Is it for you or your family?
My parents.
Ihambisa ubani to your parents?
Ah! The uncle. The day that I was packing my things, I packed everything. And he asked me, what do you want? Because everything here is ours. I said, I don't want anything. The only thing I want is my washing machine. Fenium, because my kids, like when they sleep, they become this, they have this heat. I don't even know what kind of heat it is. I said, but if Fenium, yes, clothes, yeah. My 2 monkeys, I'm going with them. Then I took my clothes, my kids, everything, put it inside the van. Off I go, straight home. Then the uncle took out the letter and I was with him. He was there. The culprit was there also with the uncle. Guess what? He was like, I'm holding a gun in case when your mom goes bizarre, I'll know what to do with the gun. I was like, Wena, the gun is for you. It's for you. And you know, if I can get my hands on that gun, hey, sazi satani vela ubi. That's how it was. He left me there. Then he went with his uncle.
Was she let?
And my mom, she was so good to mbona ukuthi wazini. Angadla umuntu.
Mine.
So, doesn't judge.
Sure.
Then for 3 months, I went into depression. I went into depression. 1, I'm not working. 2, no income. 3, I have small kids to take care of.
And
4,
together you had 2 kids, no?
yes.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if my family will be mocking me or whatever. I didn't even care about that one. The only thing that I was worried with, my kids. My kids were living that soft life. So now, everything has been taken away from them. Then now, I have to go and start all over again. With 2 kids. Damn. Ibo. That was so, very shocking for me.
Which year was this when you were given the deadline?
2015. December.
So he filed the divorce.
I was like, ngoba ufuna father's been, let's try to separate. I'm still young. What do you mean? I'm not with. Oh. Then he was like, fine. No stress, no problem. God knows how much I wanted to rip him apart. But I was like, he's the baby daddy. Let me just spare him. You know? Like, for my kids when they grow up, obviously they're going to ask him, like, Daddy, what happened between you and Mom? And I told him, don't lie. Don't ever lie to them. And be like, I cheated or don't whatever, I don't know. Just tell them the honest truth. Why we got separated, you and I. That's how my marriage ended.
So that's the third party you're talking about.
Yeah. That party. You know, that party he's even married to her. They have 3 kids.
Sure.
Yo, bro, I don't even care if he can see me talking there. He knows. He knows. I'll be like, hi. Am I lying?
Is he supporting the kids?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
He is.
And where are you staying now?
I'm living with my parents. I'm staying with my mom and dad. I was like, I'm not gonna go anyway. Like I wasn't gonna go roaming around with my kids. I'm just gonna go home, just straight. And he had this thing, Yoguti, for us to separate. It's because of your parents. I'm like, my parents. Me and my parents are never involved in our relationship. The only time that we see parents, it's when I go to your parents' house. We even do sleepovers. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, like, we are married, right?
Mr. Ghost, do we need lighting or we fine?
Mm.
You're staying with your parents, you're staying with your kids at home. Are you working now?
Yeah, I was working like I'm a pata bamba there and there. Even now, I'm just bumming there and there. You know, those piece jobs, just to keep myself going.
Yeah.
You know, to provide for my kids. It's not like I'm dumb.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
not
you
like,
went to school.
It's not like I'm stupid or anything. Because I did my human resource diploma I have. I did my computer studies.
Yeah.
My office admin, but I don't know if it's the bad luck that is following me. I don't understand. Because it's hard for me to find that one job that will make me just to sit still, you know, relax, do everything for my kids, provide for my kids, provide for my parents. But nice son.
So the divorce was finalized 2016.
Yes.
Were you guys married in community of property or was it in community of property? And basically, he obviously, I'm assuming, took everything. How was the divorce? Did you guys get half? Did you get half of what was his, or he walked away with pretty much everything?
Okay. He bought venture, you know ventures, ne?
Yeah.
He bought like 2 or 3. Then when things went sour, he sold them. And he put everything under his father's name. Unknowingly. I didn't know anything. Then I just saw all the cars going. I didn't know that he was doing that. Using his father's name. Do you understand? When we went to court, I found out. This one, she's lying. He'll be saying that, why she's lying, but I know. I have people who are telling me things, but I'm not that too forward, like to be like, when I know what you are doing, or I know what you did. I just sat back. I'm like, okay, fine. When we went to court, they asked me, do you want anything? I said no.
You said no?
The judge was nothing. I said no.
Is it because you knew everything was already in his father's name?
Yes. And no, the furnitures and stuff, they were still there. And they asked me, do you want anything? I said, I don't want anything. I'm fine. My father's house is a full house. They have everything. So if I'm going to pick some of the things, where am I going to put them? Let him rather take them. Let him take everything. And they were like, are you sure? I was like, yo, I'm 1000% sure. And funny kwanto. Nix.
So it was a smooth divorce.
And by then I was healed, I was fine. I was so healed. I was smiling. I was like glowing.
How did you find your healing? How did you get there?
There was this one time I was walking outside, When I came back inside the house, my mom was like, Ozala, sit down. Wena, have you taken a look at yourself lately? Or have you thought about your kids? Like my mom, she was a bit harsh on me. She didn't go all softy for me like, oh, my baby, umtonami. No. She just said one word. Wena, you are still young. I don't know why you want to throw away your future because of a man. Remember this, mtonam. He is another woman's child. Wena, you are my child. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Look at your kids. Look at those two beautiful babies. Think about them. Don't be selfish. Huh? You say you pray, you go to church each and every Sunday. What do you say when you pray? What do you tell God? Or what are you asking God? And I was like, she was like, answer me. I'm like, Ma, but what I'm going through right now, it's really shocking because I'm still young. I've never ever expected something like this would happen to me, but it did. You know what she said? Be grateful for those two girls. That's what she said. Think about them.
Did you have any suicidal thoughts?
That was after. Yeah. Like, and the little one came to me. I was crying sitting inside my room. The little one came to me, was like, Mama, why are you crying? And like, she wiped my tears. She was, Mama, stop crying. You know, Mama, you were so ugly when you cry.
Shame.
I looked at her and I laughed. I'm like, yeah? Hey, Mama, you are ugly. Don't cry. Don't ever cry again. When you're ugly, I'm not going to like you again. Stop crying. Smile for me. You know, when you smile, Mama, I feel happy. I'm happy. That is when I started listening to Tasha Combs songs. Every time I would listen to that song, I'd be like, oh, where was this song all along?
Sure. So I know that I think you had mentioned that at some point they collected a car from the gate or something like that. What happened?
He was supposed to buy that car for me. And then the car was there. And obviously the kids, they were not, I had to take the kids to school, to crèche, both of them, like to preschool. So he was like, Wena, I bought a car for you. I was happy. They're going to drop the car very soon. Okay, fine. The car came. He got a call. After the call, I saw the car going again.
Hey, well, what do you mean?
Listen. When I tried to find out what was happening, the same brother-in-law that I was fighting with, he was like, Mama called. He said if you buy her a car, she's going to follow you everywhere you go. So return the car.
What? So you didn't even drive that car?
I was driving his car, obviously.
Sure. And how's the co-parenting at the moment? I think you mentioned that he is supporting the kids.
Yeah, he is. He is.
But you're not bitter if he wants the kids to visit?
No, I'm not. They do visit.
Yeah.
They do go out with him. I don't have a problem. I don't even have a problem with the side chick.
Yeah.
I told you earlier, I'm not a fighty person. Do you understand? Whatever comes, I just go with it.
Sure. Are you married now? Are you in a relationship?
Yeah, married.
Girl, look at you knowing already.
Marriage. Yeah, nah, I don't think that I'll ever go back in marriage again. I'm not sure. Let me just say I'm not sure. I'm not sure. A relationship at 25 years just went down the drain. So I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm ready for it. I don't know.
So you're not in a relationship?
I am in a relationship with a very nice, young, amazing man. He's amazing. He's supportive. You know, he's always there. Yeah, but he doesn't smile. Eh? He's always grumpy. Nah. But now he's a nice man.
Yeah.
Very nice.
If he does ask for your hand in marriage, you're saying you would, because it sounds like he's giving you the same butterflies as your ex-husband.
You know,
you
you know what he said to me? He was like, we were sleeping. I was like, Lala, how would you feel if, when we get married, maybe, where would you want to go? Dubai, Mauritius? And then, hey, Baba, wait
wait a minute.
wait, marriage. You first go deal with it. Fix yourself first, and then afterwards you come tell me about marriage. Or like, always like that. I'm like, oh, it's like that. You need to be sure.
Yeah.
First, because Mina, I've been in a marriage. I know about marriage life. Do you understand? So, obviously, Futi, I'm divorced. So I know about divorced life. Wait, now you don't know anything. He was like, oh, okay, no problem.
If you think back on your marriage and on you, what would you say is there something that you think pushed him away? Is there something that you think emenze ukuthi abe nomakhwapheni on the side?
Yes.
What?
The minute they opened that pub.
So now you're blaming the pub?
Yo, the minute they opened the pub, Lapokone, he changed. Like,
was it his pub?
He pre-owns it with his father. Like, they are partners.
So it's a family business.
Immediately, hopefully, pub ngata wash.
And that's when things change. But on your end, masesikhuluma ngoCindy, if uzibheka wena uthi, Cindy, what could I have done right to keep my husband? Because the reason I'm asking you this question while you think about it is because you want to send a message out there to someone that's going through the same thing.
Yeah.
And they can save their marriage. So you might save someone's marriage right now.
You know, I think that I failed for not fighting for my marriage. Like, I neglected my marriage. I saw that there's something wrong. I needed to fix it. But I neglected my marriage. I wasn't strong enough. Let me just say that. I didn't stand up for my marriage. Do you understand? Because I did everything for him, but that's one thing that I didn't do. I didn't stand up for my marriage. I didn't fight for him. The way a woman's supposed to fight for his man, I didn't do that. Everything just overpowered me.
Being the side chick.
Yes, that's how I can put it, because I've never thought in a million years something like this might happen to me. It just came, bam, and like, okay, girl, he's
Did
going.
you at any point think kunomuthi phakathi or izinto zabantu?
Yeah, I
Because
did.
as Africans, that's what we usually tend to think. when things don't
I
go
did
right?
think about that, but you grew up where there's no witchcraft.
Okay.
Do you understand? I've never seen my mom using a muti or my
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah.
So I can never say, hey, mama, why didn't you give me this? And maybe I should have kept my marriage and stuff.
Mm.
If she used omuti in my marriage, mm, she overpowered me.
Hmm.
Do you understand? I
Mm.
didn't stand a chance. Because it's what that she was aiming for. It's what she wanted.
Mm.
Do you understand? It was him that she wanted. There's nothing I could have done if umuti wukon. But if umuti wungeko, the one was praying, fasting, asking God, God would have saved my marriage. Do you understand? At some point, I would be blaming God. I'm like, but God, when you have failed me, because I thought he was mine. Can't you know? He's not mine. You let her take him away from me. Why? Who's gonna answer you? I'm a tonga.
5 years gone.
Down the drain.
Sure.
You know, Guti, why didn't she come before the marriage? Why did she have to come after we got married?
Mm.
Do you understand the question?
Mm.
Why? Maybe I wouldn't have gone through all this nonsense I'm going through right now.
Sure.
But I'm still glowing, huh? Even though Tivozile, I'm still glowing. I'm still smelling nice. I'm still looking
Yes.
good.
Sure, but you've forgiven yourself. Have you
Yo,
forgiven yourself?
I won 1,000.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you're at a much better space, emotionally and spiritually and mentally.
Yes. Yeah, right, Kanjan.
Yeah.
I won 1,000%. I go out, I chill. I'm like, yay. Ah. And when I was,
But
Allah.
marriage is not on your bucket
Mm-mm.
list
At the moment, no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Sure, but your parents have been very supportive, eh?
Very, very. You're special, my mom. You,
Yeah.
Gusem. That one, she's my role model.
Mm.
Mm.
So during your marriage, did you guys have access to each other's phones?
I
Or
wanna
was it
know.
like an off limits type of?
I wanna know.
Yeah.
Let me be honest. I once stole his phone,
Yeah.
and I went through his phone. Yeah, yee. It's true when they say when you go through a man's phone, what you see there, how will up? Don't even ask him. What were you doing through his phone? I almost died. Yo, Sam. I was like, I almost drowned. Finding out all the nonsense inside his phone. Mama, hey, there's a that and that and that and that and that and that. How, wait, Mama, inside his phone. My mom was like, what are you doing with his phone? Who gave you that permission to go through his phone? You went through his phone, you saw what you wanted to see, so deal with it.
Mm.
That's what she said. I'm like, Ma, are you gonna tell me? Oh, she was like, you know how men are. I told you how men are, but still you went through his phone. So deal with it, Ntombazan. You see what to do at the end. You share my exercise every day. Mm-mm. Every
Sure.
day. You know, just to take my mind off of that. And he knew that I went through his phone. He knew. 100%. I know that he knew that I went through his. Then that is why I started like, yeah, hey, as one day he just gonna find me, like a stone dead over there while holding his phone and I'm dead.
And is it something you did like quite often, or it was just
No,
a
I did it
once-off?
once. I did it once.
That's
No, that
fine.
was a once off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So some of the fights you mentioned that it sounds like you didn't have a beautiful relationship with your in-laws. You've mentioned, I think, the brother-in-law and the mom-in-law. What type of fights did you guys have specifically?
Just
Finances?
no.
No.
Don't touch this. It's mine. Don't twist that. I twisted it like this.
Like things in the house?
You just the curtains. Don't take them off. I'll have my own time to wash them. Like I was trying to be handy to help her, but
So those are the type-
I don't know what kind of a conversation that they were talking about behind my back. Because when I would walk in, everyone would just stand up and leave. Do you know that tension, wasn't it?
Mm.
When you walk inside the place, you find people talking. When you walk in, they'll just stand up and walk.
Mm.
It gives you a creeps. You be like, these people, they were talking about me.
So it was minor fights like that.
Yo, and to them, they made it look like it's an ass. And I tell you, we're fighting for something big and doing this like minor things. You can never fight with me because I'm drinking this beautiful, lovely juice inside your glass. You're just gonna take the glass. You're gonna walk up to the kitchen. You take another glass. You pour my juice. You leave you rinse your glass. You put it back where it
Mama
was.
Racine.
You
What?
That's how.
So beside him saying that he wanted a second wife and you not having to agree to that, why did you stay?
Me, why did I stay?
Why did you stay in the marriage?
Hey, okay. You know, Yonke Lentola, it happened in a year, ne? Where else I didn't know that he wanted a second wife. Him telling me a second wife, it was when Manja was given the deadlines. After the letter has been written to my parents, that is when I found out about the damn second wife. And about the question that my mother and my brother-in-law asked me. How would you feel if you found out that your husband has a child outside? How would you feel? You know what I said? I said, okay, wait, how would you feel if you found out that your husband has a child outside? How would you feel? No, don't ask me. I'm asking you. Like, so you know how I'm feeling, right? People, blacks, people. You know what they say about white people?
White people.
White people.
Yeah.
When a white people hates you, he just guns you. That's it. They kill you. They don't go for looking for mutis. They were putting inside in front of your gate. They won't sleep you flying over. Putting White people just guns you. They kill you. Nje. They no longer want you on their way. That's it. Why do us black people? Why do we have to make one another suffer? Ngomuti, do you want to see me suffer for the rest of my life? Or else I didn't do anything to you. Okay, Face, you can ask me a question.
Sure. No, you've gone through a lot,
Yeah.
Cindy, and I'm glad that you had a space where you've healed
Mm.
emotionally from the traumatic experience that you've gone through in your marriage.
Mm.
Um, and thank you so much for opening up to us.
It's a pleasure.
And I'm just hoping that there will be someone that will learn that, when they are going through something in their marriage, they must stand up. You'd rather lose a battle that you fought for,
Exactly.
right?
Than me, I
But I guess back then as well, you didn't know better.
didn't, because I was
Yeah.
young.
Yeah.
You see, Manji. Now I know. Now I
Yeah.
can be.
Pape, yeah. Yeah.
So it's life. There's nothing I can do, or there's nothing I can say. It's life. It is what it is.
Mm.
I just have to lift my head up high. I be like, "Bona Sindine, this is reality now. This is no jokes. This is
Yeah.
no child's play.
Yeah.
You have kids. You need to maintain them.
Yeah.
You need to maintain your look when you go out. Umelapa, Emma Robotine, like baby.
Sure.
That's how it's supposed to be.
But I'm wishing you the very best in your current relationship.
Thank you.
Do get married again when your heart, mind, and soul syncs together. And God will give you that clarity and that light
Amen.
when it is time, right?
You better make it quick though.
Um,
I ain't getting any younger. You better make it quick.
but you're not ready. he was talking about it, but you're not ready.
Now I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm wishing you the very best. Hey, take care of the two little people that you have from your ex-husband.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm wishing you a beautiful journey. Should you get married again, you'll be at a much better space. You've grown and
Yeah.
you know
I know
how to
better.
put up a fight in your marriage and how to make your marriage a success
Yeah.
as well. I hope that the viewers have learned a thing or two from Cindy. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
You're welcome, darling. It's a pleasure.
If you are watching out there and going through the similar thing and you want to come through and share your story, you're more than welcome to get in touch with us. You can DM me. I'm going to leave my contact right at the bottom. Thank you so much to the viewers once again, and the people that have subscribed. Till we meet again on our 4th episode. Cheers.
Peace.